And we're going to start off with this fiery question, maybe for some parents out there. Goodbye, gentle parenting. Hello, F around and find out. All right, there is a new term on the block. It's called FAFO parenting. F around and find out parenting. According to the Wall Street Journal, parents are starting to ditch the idea of the softer approach to disciplining that's dominated the culture in recent decades. Instead, these parents are taking a harder line and reinforcing things like consequences for bad behavior.
Finally.
Finally. The idea of consequences for bad behavior, or in my time when I was a child, the way that everybody raised their kids.
Yeah.
Okay, the demise of gentle parenting, would this be a good or a bad thing?
I don't want to see the demise of gentle parenting entirely, and here's why. I was actually having a conversation this past weekend with my dad, and he was sharing some pretty heartfelt stories about his upbringing, and I think we can safely say it was the exact opposite of gentle parenting.
Right.
And I think we know that there was a generational shift that happened, and it led to a lot of like really, really serious, dire consequences.
Yeah.
And I think, so while I do think this gentle parenting thing is an overcorrection, I don't want to see it die and to go back to that form
Like
of
corporal
parenting.
punishment.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't.
But
I
wait.
don't think that's good for anyone.
I hear what you're saying, because our parents, first of all, can I just shout out these ladies in the front here, because I don't think there's a gentle parent in the first two rows here. So I'm pointing out the aunties who don't
Andrea, that's Kwame's mom.
Yeah, Kwame's mom is in the front. I can
Yes.
safely say these women look like they don't romp and they don't play. And I love that, and I appreciate that. Maybe when I was a child, I didn't appreciate it, but as an adult, I appreciated it. And I hear what you're saying, but I feel like the pendulum has swung too far to the right, because I'll tell you something. I was at a birthday party, a family birthday party, and there was a child who was very violent with another child, to the point where the other child was really badly hurt. And we were all waiting for the parent of the child who had done the hitting to say something, and they said nothing. And I was sitting there in the room
How old are the kids? How old?
They were like 8 or 9, 8 and 9, right? And I'm in the room, I'm not a parent, but I am itching to say something, because I'm like, you have to say something, you have to do something. The parents of the child who was crying were very upset, and then finally the other parent was just like, hey buddy, we don't do that, you shouldn't do that, bud, okay? And that to me was, I'm in the room going, what is happening here? So later on when things died down, I asked the parent who was very gentle, I go, I know the way you were raised. What happened there? Because your kid really hurt somebody, and we were all in the room in that awkward silence waiting for you to address it. And they go, well, my dad was really rough on me, and I don't want to do the same thing to my kid. And I'm like,
That's
yeah,
pretty common to hear.
but
Yeah,
you've gone
you
too
do-
far,
you do
because
hear
now
that.
you're letting your kid off the hook completely.
Yeah.
So there has to be a
Middle
nice, sweet
ground.
middle ground.
Yeah, what do you think, Jess?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I feel like I don't really have a right to comment on something like this, but then maybe I kind of do, because I kind of have to live and function in the world with the consequences, right?
Yep.
And there are just some things that confuse me, and these are two things that have happened with friends that I've witnessed, like the idea of asking a 4-year-old what they want for dinner. I don't know, it just seems weird for me, like there's too many choices. Or the idea of not saying certain words like fat around a pre-verbal newborn. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand the why. We want to protect our kids, but at what point are we not preparing them? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's great if a kid doesn't hear that word.
Oh, I love that, Jess.
Yeah.
The reason why I love that is because I want to say to all the parents who have fallen into the trap of gentle parenting, either accidentally or on purpose, there's time to change. Okay, there's time to change. My daughter's now 11, and I am the one who is guilty of the idea. I thought I'd be really firm and have consequences like my father, but my dad was a really tough disciplinarian, and I think I fell into the thing of I didn't want that. I don't want that at all, corporal punishment. But spanking was just the way that we were raised. That is now basically illegal, and in most cases it should be. Let's be honest. We don't want to go back there. But what I am seeing with my child is this. I'm sorry, she's gonna kill me because she's now at the age where she watches back the show. Guys, she got a paper cut yesterday. It was like someone amputated her arm, okay? It was like she came into the room.
A paper cut is a sneaky, painful thing.
It was like this, Cynthia, it was like this. Oh my God. Mom, oh my God, I need a Band-Aid. And I'm like, oh my God, like what happened, right? And she's like, I got a paper cut. And I literally was like, this was the moment where I literally said, and I want to go back to what you said, we have now started to change this summer because I have seen the consequences of gentle parenting is I am failing at a duty as a parent to prepare my child for life outside of my house. I'm failing. And you know why I know that? Because I'm still cleaning up after her after she does her dishes. I'm still doing things that when I was her age, I had already been doing it for years. So guess what? She started doing her laundry this summer. She's starting to put her own meals together.
That's incredible.
You know,
That's great, but like,
I know, but asking our kids to do almost anything, for some parents, I see that asking them to do anything feels like too much.
I think, yeah, okay, but I think that what we're talking about is maybe in different spaces. Like for me, raising a son I've taken it very seriously, as parents do, but I think in particular right now, the world needs great men. And I'm trying to raise a great man who is in touch with his feelings, who can express his feelings, who isn't afraid of showing emotion. So to me, the exact opposite of the way I should, like I don't want to parent by saying suck it up or toughen up or be a man, the way that I know still exists in many households. And to me, that raises men who cannot communicate with their partners, who cannot articulate their emotions,
We're doing
who end
different
up
things.
taking out their emotions in really substantial ways. So I just think we can't ditch the gentle parenting. There's a big difference about making sure that somebody knows how to do things and is accountable for
But
that.
part of that is the gentle parenting, because when I say that is because parents, the gentle parenting, and I say this myself, having lived it, we're not just helicopter parents. They call us lawnmower parents. We are. We are not
You guys
just,
are clearing the way.
clearing the way of any hardship. Failing, making a mistake, doing the wrong thing. It's like we're trying to raise little perfect aliens. And guess what? It's not real. We learn by making mistakes and failing. We don't even let our kids fail anymore.
Quickly, as the expert here, I just want to add, do you know the scene in Jurassic Park where the Velociraptor learns how to open up the door and everyone's like, oh my God. Anyway, I think that's like kids today. I think they're too smart. I think they got too smart and they're playing you parents. They know exactly. I watch them and I'm like, I see your game.
They know.
I know what you're doing. And good on ya. You know what I mean?
No,
they're too smart.
It's not good on you.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.